overdue live adventure here. And today I am over here at the McPherson family home in Chewelah, Washington. So let's take a look at it here. They have like an interpretive sign, and we can walk around the home here. It's pretty neat. So let's take a look. So here is the homestead. I guess it's the house. they've rehabilitated this thing over the last while it's been here, but we've got some history on it here. And the historic Colville Indian Agency was built in 1875. It is believed to be the oldest remaining Indian agency in the state of Washington. It served as home and office for Major John Sims, the first and only Indian agent who lived in Chewelah. This photograph was taken in 1880. Pictured are Alex Flett, Major James O'Neill, Dr. E.L. Morgan, Sam Buchanan, James Marsh, Murray McCrae, Lewis Fenwick, Adam Rath, Camille Stookham Tusum, Indian John, and Mayor Sims. In 1906, following its use as an Indian agency and as the residence of Major Sims, after the agency closed, it became residence for the McPherson family. Dr. McPherson eventually moved, leaving the cabin as a residence for other family members. The existing building was attached to the granary, making a larger home for the McPherson family and office space for Dr. McPherson. This photograph was taken in 1936 by the Historic American Buildings Survey. After being gifted to the Stevens County Historical Society in 2010, preservation and restoration on the site and the cabin began. Although difficult, expensive, and time-consuming, the agency is both preserved and restored with details yet to be completed. Plans have been made and changed over time and changed again as research reveals new information. It is likely that work will continue as long as it stands. And of course, visitors are welcome at the agency. Like you see, this was the assessment of the building here in 2010 when they received the cabin. In 2010, when the Stevens County Historical Society received the cabin and land from the McPherson family, the cabin was in both charming and in poor condition and was in danger of demolition. The cabin was placed on the most endangered places list by the Washington Trust for Historic Preservation in 2013. Given the condition of the Colville Valley floor, there was no choice except to place it on a foundation, and preservation began. You see, that's what it used to look like when they first got this in 2010. And there's the foundation that they put underneath of it. During preservation, the Spokane and Kalispel tribes each conducted an archaeological dig, which provided historical information. The cabin's still logs were rotted, the fireplace was dragging the cabin down, and the floor supports were beyond repair. It needed new ceiling supports, a new roof and rafters, replacement flooring, new chimneys, and more. When those things were completed, the preservation phase ended. Restoration. The University of Idaho tested the cabin's logs, concluding that the cabin was built in 1875, solving a long-time question. Lighting and heating were installed, windows were restored, the fireplace opening and a door opening were closed, and more. Inside and outside of the cabin were bead blasted, stained, sealed, and then chinked. Dangerous trees and stumps were removed, gravel was brought in and leveled, and the wood fences were added. The future of the agency. The agency will be kept intact at the spot where it was built. The Historical Society plans to keep the existing agency intact at the spot it was built. In the future, it will be a museum related to it having been a historic Indian agency and giving credit to the McPherson family. The cabin is furnished with period items and artifacts. Research will continue to ensure the accuracy of the information that is gathered and to share what was learned. The Society's dream is to rebuild the granary originally on the site. And this talks about the Indian agent Major John A. Sims. The area served by Major John Sims, Indian agent, covered a large portion of the Washington Territory and included the 4 major tribes now in existence. Part of the Coeur d'Alene tribe was served by this agency, while the rest were served by an agency in Idaho. When Major Sims first served as the agent, his billet was at the U.S. Fort Colville in Stevens County. In 1875, the agency and Sims were moved to Chewelah. Major Sims built the cabin that year, and he served as agent and Mrs. Sims as the bookkeeper. They lived in the cabin, and it served as the agency's office until the agency was moved in 1883. Major Sims was granted a homestead in 1884. So, walking around to the other side of here, there's some more information about the McPherson family here. Dr. Samuel P. McPherson. Dr. McPherson was born in Virginia in 1869. His family moved to Missouri, where he grew up and earned his medical degree, got married, and contracted tuberculosis. He immediately moved to Nebraska because of his health. He moved to Colorado hoping the elevation was helping his condition. There he interned at a hospital in Boulder and remained until 1902 when he purchased 10 acres of land in Chewelah that was once the Indian Agency. And that's Dr. McPherson there. And this is his wife, Viola McPherson. Sarah Viola Millay was born in Illinois in 1869. She was a graduate of Chillicothe Normal School, taught drama and elocution. She was the mother of 4 children and taught elocution in Chewelah. There's a picture of the family there. So the dream for the historic Colville Indian Agency McPherson family home, that natives and non-natives will again gather together on this site and share and learn with one another as it was in the beginning, and that they will be able to walk in the footsteps of some of the most historic characters in eastern Washington and the Washington Territory. Also, that the McPherson family, who cared for the cabin for over 100 years, are honored. And here is the family there, pictured left to right. Phoebe Bishop McPherson was the mother. Martha Pat McPherson, sister Rowena. Viola Millay McPherson, Preston Joseph Alex, and Dr. Samuel P. McPherson. And here's some contact info for the Stevens County Historical Society. You can visit them on Wynn Street in Colville. You can mail them stuff there too, and they have an email address. They also have a Facebook address. They have a Facebook account, Stevens County Historical Society. They also have a website, stevenscountyhistoricalsociety.org. The agency is open by appointment or events. Contact the Historical Society for details. So, to get a better adventure of this, I have to probably call them and set up an appointment to look at this. But hey, this is a pretty good little snippet sample of this. They've got a place for you can sit during the event there and hear about historical information from the people. As we saw on the other side of the sign, there was people sitting here in one of the pictures. You can see the gravel that they hauled in here at one point in time to try to level this off. You remember in the one picture on the back side of this, there used to be like a little fenced area. That is no longer here, but I'm guessing that, like the sign said, that they're hoping to rebuild the granary that was attached to this. But this is just beautifully redone here. Look at that beautiful shingle roof on top. See how they were that is so neat. The shingling on the top there. Just expertly crafted. historically accurate steps here, made of rock. We can look in the window. I'm sure that this place is locked up tighter than Fort Knox. But wow, that's cool. They got all sorts of historical stuff inside, and period pieces in here. There's where the stove was on this side here. You see it there now that I put my hand there. That's pretty cool. Oh, this deck's a little soft in a spot there. Looks like this might have had two fireplaces in here, because going walking on the other side there. Wow, this would be really neat to go inside. So might have to get you guys a interior adventure of this at some point. If by chance the Stevens County Historical Society watches this video, then reach out to me via Facebook or Instagram, because that's where I'm at. But anyways, let's kind of walk around here and see. I love this wood siding on here. Wow, that is so cool. Looks like the birds have been up there. Got bird holes up there. Whoa, that's a giant wasp nest. There's no wasps out here right now, so I guess we're okay. We can look in the side of the building here through the bird poop stained windows here. Kinda not really in focus. Can't really get it to focus very good. Try the back one. Pretty cool. Got a nice Johnny Appleseed tree here. My guess is this is probably where that extension to this building was here. Probably where the granary maybe was here. But pretty cool nonetheless. You can see, yeah, they did have two wood stoves in here at one point. But we're just down the road from the historical museum here in Chewelah, and down there they have a little wagon. We can kind of roll around and I can show you that real quick since we're here. And we'll just kind of finish our little walk around here. This is such a cool little building here in Chewelah. It's like it's down inside Chewelah. Those of you that are familiar with the town of Chewelah will know where this is at. It's right next to the police station, pretty much. It's like right around the corner from it. So we can drive back down the street here, and I'll show you the little trolley car that's sitting down there at the Historical Society, because it's a neat little piece too. They have a lot of historical stuff here in Chewelah as well at the museum. All right, so I'm gonna hand this over to my camera lady, and we'll turn back around and we'll go to the museum over here. Now, the museum itself's not going to be open today because it's the 4th of July. So happy 4th of July, everybody! But they've got some historical pieces that sit out front of here that we can look at. And also, if you're familiar with Chewelah, there's like a little free pile over here too. So if you ever want to come over here and check it out, they've got a bunch of free stuff. Okay, so we'll go and check out the cool little stagecoach over here. This is Chewelah's Center for the Arts. There's also home of the Historical Museum here too, which is actually over on this side. There's a lot of cool stuff here. I'll have to show you guys around sometime. Give you a little tour of this as well. But this is really neat. Figured since we're here, I might as well show you guys this. That's a cool seat there. We've got the foot brakes, the cool wood spoke wagon wheels here. So a little tidbit about this stagecoach. This used to run between Hunters and Springdale at one point in time. So it is significant to this area's history. So that's cool. Check out the interior of this. That's nice and plush. Pretty neat. They've got a bunch of actual stuff here. Looks like they got a steam donkey, a bunch of agricultural stuff here. But yeah, you can't really see it very good because everything's kind of there. All right. Now we're kind of getting some spit and sputtery stuff here on our live stream. This is open Fridays and Saturdays, and it looks like Sundays probably on occasion from Memorial Day to Labor Day. So I'll have to take you guys on a tour of this at some point in time too. Well, guys, that's going to do it for me here in Chihuahua. So, as always, my friends, adventure on, and I'll see you somewhere out there in the next one. And have yourselves a happy 4th of July, everybody, and be safe out there as well. And I'll see you guys next time, and maybe not so long in between. I have some stuff in the works there. I know I've posted on here and said, hey, I got a video coming, but I'm not quite done with it yet. But I figured this would suffice enough for you guys in the meantime. Also, hey, go and check me out on Instagram there. I've been posting I've been more frequent on there. You guys can check out the happenings going on in between videos a lot more frequently than I have been on here. So check me out there on Instagram, 509.adventures. And guys, have fun out there, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next live adventure or the next video. So adventure on, my friends.